when I make my list the night before instead of the morning of, it's usually a better list, because that end of the day me has more realistic expectations than the morning me. Those things that didn't, like, I'm doing it and I'm seeing the things that didn't get done today, and all of those, like, why the day didn't, why all the things didn't happen that day, helps me remember, oh yeah, I always overplan. And so it helps me say, okay, so these are the things that didn't get done today that really do need to happen. So they need to happen tomorrow. And I kind of have more of that feeling, like that feeling of, okay, this really is important. And then, really, I didn't do this today because it actually isn't that important. And so I'm not even going to put it on the list. I'll put it on like maybe the weekly list of tasks, because those are lower priority. Like, these would be nice to get to. But the things that go on my daily list are the things, the highest priorities of the day. Yeah. The mornings easily get cut short. Yeah. The day's in motion before I'm ready. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. And it's great to wake up knowing already what the day is supposed to be, instead of waking up and feeling like, what was it? What was I going to do? And then always, if I don't already have a plan, start thinking, like, acting as if nothing is spoken for today, especially if, there are no appointments or nothing like that. Then I'll wake up and say, so I could do anything today. I'm like, no, there are probably most of the time today really is already spoken for. Just between kids' needs, especially now that we're starting school again. It's like, there's really not extra time. So just that initial morning, like, what would I want to do today? You don't really have that wide open day. And something about having that plan and making it the night before, especially if it's close to bedtime, which it's really hard to do. And I have not made that a habit, even though I want to, because I'm tired at the end of the day. I forget. So for this coming week, I am I'm setting an alarm, which will be tricky. But another reason why it's tricky is because sometimes there are evening things. Like last night, we watched Taming of the Shrew with friends, because that's the Shakespeare play that we're reading. And so I really couldn't, because I was watching the movie with the kids, and I mean, I could have done it at 9:30 or 10 at night, but then that's just, well, ideally it'd be something like 8:30, 9. So it's really, it is hard. It seems more like that morning time is easier to hold on to or to set apart, but the evenings have way more flux. Maybe the kids are hard to put to bed one night, or there's an evening activity and it just throws off the evening. So it's a lot harder to do in the evening, it feels like, and make it a real routine, like same time, everything. Interesting. Emily's more ambitious in her evening review, but more practical in your morning review. Okay. Yeah. Knowing I have to make the daily card keeps me doing that evening review, because I can't skate by with yesterday's card. That's great. So I think that this is one of the things where the morning person and evening person makes the difference, because it's like, when does your hopeful self come out? Oh, and when is your brain dead self? So the morning people are all fresh and happy and in the morning. And so that's when they're going to make their overextended, over hopeful to-do list. And then in the evening, they're all tired out and not thinking straight. But then some people they're all fresh and mind opens up in the evening, and then they can't really think in the morning. So I think it's almost like you don't want your best self making your daily to-do list. Yeah. In the evening, I feel like tomorrow will be better. That's so funny. I wake up with like today, anything goes. Today is the day that I will be a completely different person and do everything just right. Right. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, I'm just going to go to bed. The only way to end this is to go to bed.